Hello.
Hello. Divine blessings, everybody. Spiritual advisor Stroll here to send the gifts. And we have our beautiful psychic medium, Jen.
Hey.
And we have our beautiful rune reader over here, Miss Mackenzie. Here to give everybody the weekly brief mini reading for the week. And this is December 23rd. Yes. Right? And I know everybody's got Christmas coming up and their holiday celebrations coming up. We will be open on the 24th. 10 a.m. until 6:30 p.m. tomorrow and Wednesday. Yep. And we will be closed on Christmas Day. And then Kwanzaa actually starts on the 26th until January 1st.
Okay.
So they celebrate theirs a little bit different after the Christmas Day. So I thought that was pretty cool. Pretty interesting. Yeah. We hope everybody's, getting, or how do I say, Xmas shopping done, as we call it, and or holiday shopping done for everybody, and almost completed. So, and I'm going to use the Angelic Activations Oracle. And Miss Jen over here. Miss Jen.
I got the Light Seers Tarot, and then I have an oracle deck called Earthly Souls and Spirits Moon Oracle.
All right. And Miss Mackenzie.
And I have, I think it'll be last week of the Yule set.
Last week of the Yule.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll see how it feels.
All right. Right? I know. Okay. It was gorgeous out today.
I know. I wish it would stay like this.
It was
Really.
like what, mid-40s
It's
today?
supposed to get up to almost 50 this week too.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. But it was just like gorgeous out. Like, oh, the sunshine was
yeah.
beautiful out. All right, let's call in our protection. Archangel St. Michael. Archangel Gabriel. Please surround us, shield us, guide us, guard us, and protect us during this brief mini reading for the divine collective out there. Protect them as well from all types of harm, from all types of negative energies. No false guidance is allowed to come through at any time. Only true guidance. True messages are allowed to come through. Our own spirit guides, our beautiful spirit team, our powerful collective ancestors. So thankful and grateful. What is the message for the divine collective for the rest of this week? Yes, as we're winding down the end of 2025. I know.
Where did it go?
I know.
Yeah.
What is the message?
One blink and then here we are
And then
at
it's like,
Christmas.
I know. What's the message for the divine collective up there? Our light workers, our Red K energy healers, earth wars, our earth angels, beautiful star seeds out there. What is the message for the rest of this week? So thankful and grateful. Thank you. All right, let's find out what our message is. I don't know about you all, but I've been having like off and on sleep.
Me too.
Like where I'll sleep for a few hours and I wake up, and then I'll sleep for a few hours and I'll wake up. Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah.
What I have.
We got this last week. Okay. I guess we're getting it again for some of y'all out there.
Somebody needs to hear it again.
I guess so.
I guess so.
Oh, I want to do 3. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, interesting. I'm like, we just got this last week. But that's okay. It was a very top card. And that's what we're going to do. Yeah. Really.
Mine are amazing.
I know. I see that. We'll let Miss Mackenzie go first.
All right.
All right. Let's see what's going on for you guys, for Miss Mackenzie.
Yeah. Okay. So I drew 4 runes today. So starting us off, we have Ansu's, and this one is reversed. So when Ansu's is reversed, we can see it as some miscommunication, some misinformation, maybe even a little bit of trickery going on, and it may also be possibly like some disconnect with maybe a little bit of like your creative side and things like that. Given just kind of looking at what else I pulled here and being aware of the time of year it is, I see this very much as just like miscommunication.
Aw.
You know, just like, especially if we're getting together for like family gatherings, you know, that is very much kind of the MO for this time of year.
Yeah.
And one of those things that if you do kind of dread the family gatherings, probably a lot of it's to do with that, the way, you know, miscommunication happens,
Yeah.
or, you know, different ideas, and trying to share your side of things, maybe with family members who aren't as receptive to hearing different sides of things. So I see that as just kind of a heads up, and just be aware that that may happen, and you know, just kind of prep yourself going into that.
That makes sense.
So the rest, my other 3 runes here, I'm kind of seeing as a little bit separate from this in a sense, because the miscommunication I'm seeing again is just kind of like, this is just probably going to happen as part of holiday gatherings. But the next 3 runes that I have, I'm just going to show them all. Well, I'm not going to be able to show them all at once. But first rune is Manas. So this rune translates to man, such as mankind, and is very representative of the human experience and what it means to be human. Ultimately, this idea of working on your highest self throughout life, and that not being really an end goal, because ideally we're working on ourselves constantly throughout life, because if we reach a point where we're like, all right, I'm done, then what's the point, right?
Right. And our guys say, no, no, no.
Yeah, no, keep working. So maybe a little bit contradictory, but not necessarily to pair with that, we have Rido. So this rune translates to wagon and represents travel or a journey.
Oh.
So that can be literal travel, such as traveling that maybe you might do during the holidays. It can be travel in the sense of moving, what have you. But in the more metaphorical sense, it's travel in the sense of a destination on your spiritual journey, and kind of working towards this endpoint. And so paired with Manas, it might seem a little bit contradictory, but I don't see it that way, because again, Manas is this ultimately like overarching thing of working towards your highest self, and Rido is kind of like one of those pinpoints, like an important marker on your overall journey. So like if you're looking back, like, this was an important thing that happened that helped me move forward, if that makes sense.
Nice.
And then the last rune that pairs with this is Dagas. So this one looks at balances between opposites, specifically kind of looking at the balance between light and dark, or day and night. And ultimately this rune really looks at kind of a growth coming out of a period of darkness. So I see these runes very much connecting in with each other, especially again this time of year where we're in a period of dark times. We just had the darkest, or the longest night of the year a couple days ago. And so now moving forward out of this literal darkness, but even period of darkness in your life. So ultimately moving out of this, working towards a goal that's important on your spiritual journey, and that in itself is going to be something that is kind of the springboard for the next step as you're working ultimately on your best self throughout life. So I see coming up again the communication, just kind of being like, just keep that in mind. But the big thing is coming to this point where you're really moving out of a difficult place, and really going to have some good momentum on your next step.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Heck yeah. Did you want to go, or do you want me
Yeah,
to?
I can.
Okay. Miss Jan.
So I got a lot of really good cards.
Yeah, she got some good stuff.
So I got, no, right?
I know, I like that one too.
I got Strength,
Strength.
the Empress, and the Sun.
Oh, really nice.
Yeah. So I feel like, you know, it's a little different than hers, but
That's okay.
it kind of does relate in some ways, because, you know, with the Empress card, it does. It's about stepping into your power. And I feel like a lot of people are really kind of in the last, you know, not just this week, but just recent months,
Yes.
kind of coming into this realization that, you know, they're doing a disservice to themselves by allowing certain things to happen in their lives. And a lot of people are finally just
saying enough is enough.
Yeah, they're you know,
Enough
they're
is
realizing their worth. They're realizing you know, that they deserve more.
Yes.
And a lot of people are starting to say no.
That's right. Creating healthy boundaries,
Yes.
as I call it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, and when you're going through this stepping into your power energy, you sometimes can lose people in your life. And that, you know, if you see this happening, if you see people kind of like drifting away from you, just know just let it happen. You know, just know that's,
and sometimes
it's
that's
for a
painful
better
as
reason.
that is.
It's for a better, you know, it's for a greater purpose for you. They just might not match your energy anymore, and that's completely fine. It's not a, you know, doesn't have to be a big deal.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And then, you know, the strength card, I just feel like maybe some of you need that reminder of your strength and how, you know, at our lowest even we find ways to move forward and get out of things. And you know, I feel like sometimes we're too hard on ourselves, you know, in general.
Yes.
And we don't give ourselves enough credit. And I think that the strength card is just a reminder for you out there who need to hear it, that you are strong and that you can get through whatever gets thrown at you.
That's right. Yes,
you know?
you can.
And then with this sun card,
we got happy outcome success.
Happy joy.
Happy joy.
Happiness, joy, bliss, you know, fun, good times.
I love that.
Living in the moment. You know, there's like a lot of freedom, a feeling of freedom to this card to me. So I think a lot of you are going to have a really nice week.
I think so too.
Especially if you don't, you know, let yourself get stuck in that anxiety of Christmas. Oh my God, I need to do this, and that.
Right, that too.
Yeah.
Because it's not about presents. It's not about money and material things. It's about, you know, love and being with your family and loved ones.
Or getting stuck in old past memories of any kind of discord or anything like that too from prior, you know, holidays as we call it. Where it's like, oh no, and then now we have this stuck imprint energy of whatever a negative experience that was, and like, oh no, here comes that anxiety again. It's like, oh no, is this going to happen again this year?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
don't think about that.
Sometimes that happens. I hear, you know, people like, oh no, they got to go there.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to see so and so, or so and so is going to be there, or they're going to be there, or something, you know what I mean? So I get it.
You know, I feel like, you know, really try to just, you know, enjoy the moment and be and be grateful for what you have around you and who you have around you now.
That's right. Yeah.
And then we got our oracle card is Earth.
Earth. Look at that pretty.
The little fox.
A pretty fox. We like the foxes.
I'm going to read the little thing if I can.
Earth. Yeah. We like it. I like the Earth. That's pretty cool.
It's just taking me forever. Sorry.
Is that like a full moon on there?
Looks like
it looks like it's almost full.
Almost full. Yeah.
Okay. Earth. Look deep into nature and you'll understand everything better. Albert Einstein.
I love it.
And then it says, tune into the Earth's vibrations to harness your health, guidance, intuition, and spirituality. Give back and respect the universe.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Being thankful, grateful, gratitude. Yeah. And giving back what we can, or what we can. Right? Yep. All right. We got this last week for some of you out there, and we understand again because it is the time of the season, as we call it. So we got Archangel Jophiel. Weed your thoughts.
That's right. Yep.
Remember, weed your thoughts. So remember how, like I said, we're getting, oh no, this is coming up again as far as a situation, or it always happens at this time or this time of the season, you know. And sometimes, you know, we got to release and heal from that. You know what I mean? And sometimes it takes time too. But with Jen's cards was saying, and what your runes were saying, you know what I mean? There's some growth in there, but with hers, it's like a lot of you have grown from that with your strength and everything like that too. But then there's some that still have that anxiety, an anxiety where it pops in our head. And that's what she's saying here, as far as weeding our thoughts. Your mind is like a garden, a space that requires time and attention. So take the time to weed out the thoughts and feelings you know that are spoiling the beauty. Release from your mental space the recurring stories that you are telling yourself, especially those that are hooked into the energy of fear. Instead, think about what you desire. Remember what lights you up and enjoy the blessings that are in your life. And you let the flowers bloom from your own loving thoughts.
Aw, I love this.
Yeah, and our activation. My thoughts are seeds that blossom.
Aw.
Yeah. And then we got this beautiful guardian angel here, Charity. We haven't had this one yet.
Ooh,
Charity,
that's
right?
pretty.
And I think someone's gratitude with the earth little bit of gratitude,
Yeah,
giving back and
yeah.
connecting with earth and spirituality. Yeah. Bring peace where you can. So sometimes we have to be the peacemaker or say, you know what, I just want peace this year. Right? We just want peace. Right? Yep. So this is a time for reconciliation. If you are holding a grudge, it's time to let go. The only person who will suffer from this restriction is you. It's time to bring your heart to the present moment. It's time to show up wholly and fully with love. You deserve the freedom that forgiveness and understanding will bring you. And our activation. I am ready to understand and to forgive. Interesting. This is coming up during the holidays, y'all.
Yeah, very telling.
You know, and this time of year is always like a time of introspection too for a lot of people.
It is.
It's the end of the year, so a lot of people are like, what am I going to do differently next year?
And that's true.
You know?
Yeah. And then our last card, we got the Guardian Angel. You are not alone. So your Guardian Angel is here to hold you and to support you, but needs to be invited to come forth and guide you. This invitation doesn't have to be issued through any kind of prayer. It can also come through your actions. So stop trying to do everything on your own. Let the barriers of independence fall so that you can be held, loved, and cherished by heaven and earth. And our activation. I welcome in all levels of support from heaven and earth. And it's interesting you got the earth, right? So let your guides, the earth energies, earth-based energies, your guardians, your ancestors, support you. Support you and, give you a little extra support and a loving, nurturing energy too. I think that's very important.
Yeah.
And just being thankful and grateful that you have this extra help too.
Yeah.
You don't have to go through any kind of anxiety or anything like this alone. Right? We have help. We have help. All we have to do is ask. Remember, it's our free will of choice. Remember, all we have to do is ask. We can ask within our mind. Right? You don't have to pray to them. Just ask. Ask for help. Help me with this as I go to this family function. and I thank you. Right? Give me the strength. Give me the strength not to think bad about this. It's about reading our thoughts, right? Right? Don't let me misunderstand what's going on.
I was even going to add when you were reading your first card too, that can even relate to like the false things you tell yourself even.
That's true.
Yeah,
but that's
sure.
true. Yeah. But that's true. Right?
The thoughts that we get jumbled up in our head that might not be based in fact.
But that's true, right? So think about it. So they do go together, right?
Yeah.
Because it was about misunderstanding, right? And the way we heard it the way we wanted to hear it, right? Because we might be hanging on to a little bit of grudges.
Yep.
Right?
Well, that and overthinking can create problems where there aren't any problems.
Right?
Just creating your own.
Right? But just remember, you've grown so much, right? You got extra strength, right? Clarity, healthy boundaries now. And you know what? We don't have to do it in a nasty way. We can bring love to it. We can bring love to it. Bring love, understanding, forgiveness to it. Say, that's okay. That's still where they're at. That's okay. Because you know what? I'm going to have happiness anyways.
Yep.
I'm going to have
I say that all the time. You got to wake up and choose happiness.
That's exactly. I'm going to have happiness and peace anyways because I know I got extra support. Right? If I can't have support from certain people in my life, I got support. I got, invisible as we want to call it, support anyways, right? So there you go.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much. We appreciate you. You have an amazing rest of your week and a beautiful Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, beautiful Christmas. Stay safe, healthy, happy, please, right? Much abundance, many blessings, and lots of extra protection for everybody. And we thank you so much. Love you very much. Thank you. Yep.